Fear the Great! I've only heard of it, but I didn't think it was real!
A system to destroy the world by absorbing malice and giving it a physical form. That is the program known as Fear the Great!
System? Program?
To simplify it even more for you, idiot, it means that the world is going to be destroyed by the malice of the stupid humans.
But why does this have to happen now? Is this the work of the aliens too?
No, the activation of Fear the Great can only be done by an order from God.
God? Isn't God supposed to help us?
God isn't here to save humans. God is not like demons and angels. He presides over the entire universe, but he isn't on anyone's side.
It's his job to pretend to have almighty power and keep order in the universe. Extinction of human beings, when compared to the vastness of the universe, probably isn't that big of a deal to him.
However, there must be some reason Fear the Great was activated. Why has God decided to destroy the humans?
Is it because Fen didn't say his prayers seriously?
Well, according to what I've read, Fear the Great is activated when the amount of malice on a planet exceeds a certain level. It has been activated 7 times in the past, and the targeted planets and their residents have all been completely wiped out. Every planet in the universe is said to be equipped with this program.
Getting killed by your own malice. What an ironic system.
So, was Nemo the trigger that activated Fear the Great?
Most likely, yes. Fear the Great possesses the person with the most malice and continues to grow by feeding on malice all around the world. We have to do something before it's too late.
But what are we supposed to do?
The human world is full of malice. It might already be too late.
Crying about it isn't going to turn things around. Isn't there a way to stop Fear the Great?
Unfortunately, not that I know of. It can't be helped. No one has ever successfully stopped Fear the Great in the past.
Then it's up to us to change history with our own hands.
If you're that determined, then I'll go ahead and open the path to Fear the Great. Only we, the ones with the power of light, can do that.
Thanks. God, watch us now! We'll stop this arrogant system you've created and crush your ego!
Is that even possible? Fighting a system that was created by God?
What's the matter, Disco? Are you saying that you're afraid of God?
No way! Disco will beat the crap out of God!
What about you, rascal? Will you follow the destiny that was laid out by God?
I'm gonna go with you, of course! So what about God? I can't be a demon if I'm afraid of him!
What do you say, lass?
Do you even have to ask? If I save the world from this crisis, I'll definitely become the ruler of Earth. There's no reason for me to ignore this awesome opportunity.
Fenric, are you... Actually, never mind.
Yes, all is for my lord.
Then shall we head out to rebel against God?
Please, wait! Why didn't you ask me?
Are you sure? You'll be going against God. You know that, right, Angel?
Still, I want to come. I have responsibilities too.
Okay. Then do what you want.
Mr. Vampire, you're not going to ask me any questions, are you? Aren't you curious to find out what happened between me and Nemo?
I can wait till you're willing to talk about it. After all, that's what allies do for each other.
Allies? So you accept me as an ally? I'm honored.
The real final episode! Ties deeper than darkness!
I've opened up a dimensional path to Fear the Great.
Thank you, Lady Flan. I can't imagine what would happen if any of the other Archangels found out about this. I'm so sorry for all the trouble.
Oh, it was nothing.
Huh? I don't know what exactly it takes to open up a path to a dimension, but Archangels seem to be wicked cool.
How cool is that? Cooler than a final boss? I don't want to flatter myself, but we are super cool. We're so cool. Final bosses can't even compare.
Really? I don't know if I agree with that.
Ah, it looks like Celestia is running low on intelligent officers as well as on funds.
Hey! I'm said to be the most popular and powerful Archangel in all of Celestia! You're being super rude! Plus, these eyes of mine are very good judges of character. They're even better than the Seraphs! I think. I'm the one who discovered Artina, you know.
Seriously? Then, can you scout me too when I die? I so don't want to go to Hades.
Someone who's scheming to take over the world could never be an angel.
How do you know? If this lady can be an Archangel, I'm pretty sure I can too.
You can't have my position! I'll never recruit you!
What? Why not? You suck.
That's it. I'm determined to stop you! You're banned from Celestia forever!
Please stop, Lady Archangel! Your dignity as an Archangel!
Oops! Oh, you're right. Well, everyone, please take care of my Artina. Make sure she returns safely.
Don't worry about that. You can count on me.
Thank you.
It's only natural to protect an ally. There's no need to thank me.
Oh, right.
Valvatores knows that the Thief Angel is officially Artina now, but his attitude towards her hasn't changed a bit. He's actually acting more indifferent.
You have no idea, do you? He's totally holding himself back. You can tell he can't stop thinking about her.
He's just trying to cover it up, huh? Desco's excitement is now stimulating her libido.
Shut up, you lascivious females. My lord couldn't possibly be thinking about women before the final battle.
Oh yeah? Isn't it about time for you to grow apart from your master, huh?
I'll kill you.
Desco will protect Big Sis.
There's no point in saying that from behind my back.
Could you guys please start acting serious already?
I'm not sure if I should feel reassured by their lighthearted attitude or not.
We're raising a rebellion against God. We should feel completely confident. Everyone, let's go beat up the almighty God!
Tyrant Valvatore's rebellion, which started in Hades, the prison of the Netherworld, has grown to become a rebellion against a system created by God. There were no hints of despair or hopelessness in the faces of those headed into battle. The only things that were apparent were that their hearts believed in the future, and they were determined to carve out their own paths with the strength of their own powers.
Hell? It feels pretty weird in here.
Desco hears strange noises too.
Yeah, sounds like someone moaning. This place is creepy.
You are a demon, aren't you?
It must be the voices of human hatred. Fear the Great is really gathering a lot of human malice.
We just have to defeat all that malice, so Fear the Great will lose his power source!
Yeah, but how do we fight something that's not actually here?
Hate. I won't forgive you.
Whoa! Who are these guys?
They don't look normal.
These are the physical forms of malice. These physical manifestations of malice are wandering around, looking for targets to take all of their anger out on.
The product of fools. It's enough to make me laugh.
Some of them seem familiar.
Indeed, but their images are too accurate to have been created by the current humans from Earth.
Yes, all of them were created by one human. The human that we know all too well. The human who possesses the most malice.
Are you doing this, lass?
Are you out of your mind?
My lord, please listen to them. You should be able to hear his voice.
Destroy. Destroy. Humans. Everything. Everything. And everyone who took everything away from me that one day, and who have forsaken me.
Is this... Nemo? Judge Nemo?
But what is he talking about?
producing this much malice by himself. He must be holding on to a tremendous amount of hatred. So much, in fact, that God has forsaken him.
What could have caused him to be this way? Well, not that I can. Everyone! We must defeat these bodies of malice! Destroy his personal hatred and return them to ash!
Now's my chance!
There!
Brace yourself!
I got this! Take this!
Ready? I've got more!
I'm gonna do it!
Here I go! Ah!
Useless. Get out of here. Useless. I won't forgive you. Get out. Useless. Get out.
Needs!
I think...
I'll destroy everything.
on, let's go!
There!
Sardines!
Huh? So can we defeat Malice?
Nothing is impossible for Big Sis. Let's keep this up and defeat them all!
All of them? How much more of it is out there? Oh, I don't see an end to this.
That voice!
What is this? The voices are in my head!
The emotions are flowing in. These feelings.
It hurts. So much pain. So much struggle. The sadness. The despair is taking over.
However, the strongest of all is anger. Or is it hate?
There's no forgiveness. I'll destroy everything. Father, mother, everyone I love, and Miss Artina. I won't forgive them. Those who took everyone away from me, and those who didn't do anything to protect them. Humans, demons, and angels. I'll destroy everything!
Is it over?
For now, at least.
That was scary. Disco thought she was gonna go crazy.
I feel so dizzy.
Anyway, why don't you explain now? You know what's going on, don't you? Those words of hatred. What's his motive? Revenge? It sounded like the deaths of you and his family had something to do with it.
Hey, you don't have to be like that. You're making it sound like this is Artina's fault.
That's true. Miss Artina is a good person. She's so good she was killed by her countrymen for treating their enemies.
And the world is about to be destroyed because of her hypocritical actions. It's only natural she's to blame for this.
You're right. I know I'm partially responsible for this.
Huh? But isn't that weird? Hasn't it been a while since Valvatore stopped drinking blood and lost his powers?
About 400 years, I think.
Then Artina must have died about 400 years ago, too. There's no way Nemo could have met Artina.
Actually, I have met Nemo. And he has survived for 400 years to punish the humans for their sins.
400 years? Humans can't live that long.
Yeah, his soul should have been hunted down by death a long time ago.
No, he evaded death and survived all these years, even after his body had crumbled to dust.
So, is he a ghost?
That's correct. He only exists by the will of his soul.
A ghost, huh? No wonder he was able to appear in Hades and then on the moon.
A vengeful heart that remains, even after losing his body. He must possess so much hatred. Is it because of what Fenric said? We don't have much time. Fear the Great will keep growing through absorbing malice while we stand here. You'll have to tell us the story of Judge Nemo's birth as we keep moving ahead.
Meow.
Brace yourself! I'm still coming!
I'll show you!
Yeah! Perish! I'm still coming!
You all ready for this?
I'm gonna do it! There they are again!
Deceiving, hating, hurting, killing. Among friends, compatriots, neighbors, and humans. They have no right to live. And those who just watched and didn't do anything, I will punish them all.
Killing among your compatriots? I wonder if he's talking about Artina.
Miss Artina was killed by her allies under suspicion of being a spy.
But why is he so obsessed with the death of someone who was not even involved with him?
That's because he actually was involved with my death.
What do you mean by that?
He was the reason I was persecuted.
What? So was he the key enemy personnel that you treated?
Yes, that man was Judge Nemo. My death is what triggered Judge Nemo's birth.
And that's the responsibility that you were talking about. Then I'm also partially responsible for this. If I had killed everyone there while I was enraged, this wouldn't have happened.
But that was because I stopped you.
This is no longer a weight that you must shoulder alone. Don't blame yourself too much. I'll teach you a lesson!
Here I come! Here I come! Here I come!
Play.
Watch this!
I go.
You're all gonna die! You're all gonna die! Useless. Get out of here.
Brace yourself! I'm still coming!
You're all gonna die! Shut up!
Here I come!
No human is trustworthy. The word faith is only a fantasy. Not a single man possesses such a thing. Doubting innocence, betrayal, humans killing each other. These are all because of the humans. So
Are all of these Nemo's voices? He's despised humans for 400 years. What the hell happened to him?
We might be able to gain a clue for extinguishing Nemo's malice by getting to the bottom of that. It's time for you to confess, Thief Angel.
Fen! Just because your precious lord might get lured away by her, you don't have to talk to her like that!
Idiot! How dare you!
Sure, I'll explain. I'll tell you everything.
Then let's start with Judge Nemo's true identity.
He was a soldier, an intelligent man who had already become a lieutenant commander at a very young age. My country and his were in an extended war, which had started long before either of us were born. The everlasting hatred was painstakingly portrayed by the punishment he received after failing his mission and getting caught by us.
Artina's story vividly depicted the unbearable brutality of humanity. The enemy stripped away the soldiers' last hopes and replaced them with pain. After he survived his ordeal of being in the enemy's hands, he was suspected of being a spy and was betrayed by his own country. His country punished him by taking away his beloved family. It was the humans and the war that seized the soldier's dignity as a human being and created Judge Nemo.
So you were the one who saved him?
Yes. He happened to wander into my treatment center near the border. He was extremely dehydrated and malnourished. The doctors and nurses had already escaped the war zone, and only a few patients and I remained.
What a fool. You should have run away with the others.
You're right, but I couldn't.
And that's why you were killed by your allies?
Yes. I have no regrets. I followed my own beliefs. The only regret I have is the promise I shared with a certain vampire.
Just stay on topic for now.
Mr. Vampire wasn't the only man who suffered because of my death, however.
Judge Nemo, huh?
He wished to end his life, but the war wouldn't allow that. Once again, he was taken hostage by my country and forced to live.
What a horrible existence. Of course he would hate humans after that. My nightmare can't even compare to what he went through for real.
To him, Artina must have been like a stream of light in the desert of his despair.
His hatred toward humans must be immeasurable.
But he fought against his hate for as long as he could. His conscience and reasoning told him that revenge wasn't the answer. However, he was dragged further into the darkness by the evils of humanity until, finally, his rationale was broken. I was always right there by his side, but without my body, the only thing I could do was shout to him with my silent voice. He concluded that humans were only good for hurting each other, including their loved ones, and planned his revenge against them. But this was only to be the beginning of Judge Nemo's scheme. He then aimed his hatred towards demons and angels for letting humans run rampant, and determined that they were just as guilty.
And the rest is history, huh?
I visited him many times after Lady Flan took me in. Of course, my voice was never able to reach someone who didn't believe in angels.
That is really sad.
I wanted to stop him, no matter what. So I sought help from Lady Flan.
How did she respond to your pleas?
She said we needed funds to prepare for the rising Armageddon. So I worked as hard as I could to collect as much hell as possible, as quickly as possible.
After all your efforts and being labeled as a thief angel in the netherworld, that robot was the end result?
Great Flanzor X, right?
Is that Archangel mentally okay?
Well, Lady Flan's prophecy about the rising world crisis was accurate. It's just the solution that she prepared was that thing.
Basically, your mission wasn't to collect money. You were only trying to atone for your guilt.
Yes, I'm fine with not everyone agreeing with me. I'm only here to take responsibility for my own part in this.
Looks like you really mean it. Fine. Although we have differing motives, we're aiming for the same result. Fenric, any objections?
I'm not fully convinced, but at least we now have a clue to defeating Nemo's malice. I have no objections, my lord.
Excellent. That's my Fenric. I'm counting on you.
Understood. All is for my lord.